Okay, for real this time. Hey everybody, it's WillBits. We're playing Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, Chapter 3, Year 5, Detention Before Extension. Although, I'm not actually going to play this part yet because there's a side quest thing. We may put it again together. So, you want to help your friends free Beatrice, but first you have to face the first day of detention and your introduction to history of magic. Hufflepuffs, we did not do well in this event. We only got the 500, and I got a few of the little books. I'll take the gems. That's fine. Yeah, I only got this far, so it's not like I carried. So I can't complain that hard about it. But also, when you're already going behind, it's not very motivating to want to, like, spend a bunch of gems. I did spend some gems, and it only went so far. So that's fine. Whatever. This is all about not stressing out and just taking what you can get. This is going to be a more conventional thing. Fresh off the vine, you get this nice orange pumpkin spicy number, as well as 10 more of the books. That will make it a little bit easier to pick up the things that we need. In addition to collecting all the stuff the conventional way, where you're going to be able to, of course, run the same class as you usually do, and pick up all the other stuff, you can also help Dumbledore with Halloween festivities for a bonus, and that sounds good to me. So while, yes, I could go meet Pitts over in the kitchen, which does sound all pretty great. Medieval Assembly of European Wizards is going to be ready in Magical History, and Impedimenta, which I think is Defense Against the Dark Arts. But we're not going to worry about any of that right now, because this is a really short chapter. We're going to first start out with the Hallowe'en decorations. Hallowe'en, All Hallows Eve. The contraction for that's very weird. Let's go meet Dumbledore. We've got pumpkins. We've got other floating pumpkins, and all the ghosts are extra ghosty.
I can't wait to see how you ruin Halloween, Bits.
This Halloween will be my 496th death day.
You died on Halloween? Were you killed by a psychopath? Some serial killer in a mask? Should we find them? Are they a ghost now too?
Make yourself useful and do something about Peeves, Bits.
Oh, it does seem like his kind of a holiday. Although I was told by the loading screen there would be a werewolf, so Peeves is definitely not the big bad, right? Yeah, right. You want to see me, Professor Dumbledore?
I need your help preparing this Halloween feast, Will. I would like this year's feast to have a more personal touch, and I believe you are the perfect wizard for the job.
Thank you, Professor. What can I do to help? Can I put on a costume? I know, the perfect costume for Halloween. I'm gonna be you. Look, it's your hat. I'm Dumbledore. Ooh-hoo-hoo.
We will need to create... Nice. Thanks for stealing my hat. Tassel. We will need to create decorations, carve pumpkins, and craft hats for dancing skeletons.
I think I misheard that last part. Hats for the dancing skeletons? We're not going to make the skeletons dance. They're already dancing. We're going to make hats, and we're going to put those hats on the dancing skeletons. Is that correct? Is that accurate?
You heard correctly, Will. This year's entertainment consists of a troupe of dancing skeletons.
Ooh, dancers so skinny. Because they're always dancing.
You will make sure they have the proper attire.
Yes, I will. I've never made a hat for a skeleton before.
I've never enchanted a skeleton to dance before, so we are both in for a treat. Happy Halloween, Will.
Happy Halloween!
Helping others.
Quest complete! Alright, was that the whole thing? Was that it? Check. There seems to be a thing to click on here, though. Help Dumbledore with Halloween. So is this just the whole thing? Let's do this and see what happens. Carve lanterns. Are these just bonus optional things?
Thank you to all who have so graciously volunteered to help us prepare for the Halloween feast. With your help, I'm sure this year's Halloween feast will be one for the ages. Your help carving pumpkins is much appreciated. A Halloween feast without a carved pumpkins is sad indeed.
All right. Chop them up. Is this gonna be easier than usual? Or no, it looks about the same. It's like a usual 3-hour class. Don't let Tonks get her hands on that stuff. She'd probably start a food fight. He says, and then starts a food fight. Rowan. Carved pumpkin. Looks an awful lot like the design for just the pot from the cauldron from Transmogrification. But okay. Whoa! The jack-o'-lantern winked!
Take care when you make the decorations for the Great Hall. They can be quite temperamental.
Yeah? Temperamental decorations, you say?
They're like real bats. Or at least they'll sure drive you batty.
Just a few last touches on these and they should be ready to hang. That looks like a bat, I guess. I guess I'm stitching. I'm stitching into the... Fine. Yeah, decorations.
Dancing skeletons will perform for us at the Halloween feast. Why don't we create some festive hats for them?
Why don't we?
Give me a hat! Yeah!
Oh, they have cool top hats. Do I get to have a cool top hat? Listen, Jam City, the only thing that I want, the only thing that I need from you for Halloween is hats. These are nice hats. You've got the models, just let me stick them on my head. And let me wear a giant, comically oversized top hat for the rest of all time.
Let's see how the skeleton likes his hat, shall we?
And when we placed it on his head, he began to dance around. Spooky, scary skeletons. Do a Charleston in the hall. Full stars, plus 4 crests for 3 stars in that. Okay, so that's pretty good. Except that it doesn't really advance your other things as much. So, alright, generally the plan is gonna be, do that if you like. To boost your stuff up. That I haven't done the math. Hopefully that is a little efficient. Oh, limited time meet up Dumbledore with Halloween festivities, and it'll count towards event progress just like completing classes. Get extra crests for helping Dumbledore. So hopefully that is more efficient. I think it's probably a little bit better to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So I will be working on some of these while we do things. On the side over that. And I could... No, let's go check out pits first. First things first. We're on the hook right now for detention. Also, I'm just looking at myself. I'm not going to wear this the rest of the video. I like this. But I'm not going to be able to keep that consistent. So we're taking it off. Hats! Give me hats! They amuse me. But we're going to go get our detention. And at least go see what's going on in the kitchens. Meet us. All of the house elves.
Pitts doesn't want us talking because it interferes with his yelling. Pitts already has me preparing for next year's Christmas feast. We haven't finished this year's Christmas feast. It's Halloween.
Welcome to my nightmare. I'm just kidding. It's only mostly horrible. New student who we haven't met yet, but is definitely in the other profiles. A new worker, WillBits. Oh, you must be Pitts.
That's raw. I serves are responsible for cooking meals for all the Hogwarts. I make the food you've been eating for 4 or 5 years. Pitts is responsible for making them do their jobs, along with the rule-breaking humans in detention.
I don't know the first thing about cooking. You make food hotter and then it tastes better? Yeah?
You know how to make a sandwich?
Of course. Yeah, big giant sandwiches. That's all we eat here at Hogwarts.
That's all you need to know. Grab a massive loaf of bread and get to work.
All right. I like that canonically we're just making giant ridiculous sandwiches because that's all we ever eat. That's how it works here. 1 hour, server detention. How many house elves work in this kitchen? And even a house elf is the supervisor. I mean, that's more freedom than you usually expect from a house elf. I'd rather work smarter than harder, honestly. I'd rather not work at all. Hey, new student, be my friend. It's nice that we get this kind of grand tour of the place. I get the feeling we're gonna be in here a decent amount this year.
I'm ready to work, WillBits. Pitts won't be so easy next time.
Don't worry about Pitts. He hates everything. That isn't a massive sandwich. I'm Jae Kim, and if you see me dressed as a massive sandwich, that's how I get points around here. Nice to meet you, Jay. I'm WillBits. What are you in for, Will? Investigating the cursed vaults, disobeying Dumbledore, basically breaking every rule at Hogwarts. You're my kind of prefect. Why are you in detention? I may or may not have been bringing items into Hogwarts that may or may not be banned. And I may or may not have sold them for a sickle or two. Alright, we got a smuggler. Contraband! Contraband! I prefer the term uncommon collectible. Besides, most of what I deal in isn't illegal, just things people want, which are sometimes difficult to obtain. Would you like something? On the house, of course, seeing as we're detention friends. I don't know. I'm already in enough trouble. Come on, Will. Let me give you something completely legal that can help you with your search for the cursed vaults. I have sweets that make you float called fizzing whizbees, a dark detector that senses concealment spells called probity probe, and a magical device called a revealer that makes invisible writing visible. Now, what can I get for you? I don't need fizzing whizbees. I can already turn into a bird. Let's be honest. I have other ways of getting around that. A probity probe, I feel like we have other ways of doing. I kind of like the revealer. It's really niche and really specific. Let's try it. Let's do the revealer. I'll take the revealer. I've had to uncover hidden messages before, so it could prove useful. Good choice. They can be especially helpful when used with a revealing charm. Thanks, Jay. I never wanted to end up in detention, but at least I met a new friend. I'm heading to the library to help Penny Haywood's sister. Do you want to meet me there? Why not? I haven't been to the library in... ever? No, I've never been to the library. Okay. To the library! In 3 hours! So while we wait for that... this is a good opportunity to perhaps check out our other lessons. Like our history lesson. History of Magic classroom. Ooh. Check out our new location. Ah, it looks really drab. How appropriate for history. I can totally see coming here at 6 a.m. and falling asleep to a lecture from a ghost. If I was a ghost, I'd be sad about not being able to hug Nifflers. Also, I'd be dead. Yeah.
I'm working on my Professor Binns impersonation. Hey, what do you think?
This is my favorite class because I get to practice my teaching techniques when Binns has a kip. Is that a kip? I'm not familiar with that term. Is that a ghost thing or a British thing? What's the difference?
Welcome to History of Magic. I am, of course, your instructor, Professor Binns. In this class we will be studying every important event in wizarding history in painstaking detail. Don't expect fantastic tales of imaginary myths and legends. We will only be dealing with real events that are proven by reputable research and indisputable events. It has been said that this is the dullest class at Hogwarts, but I beg to...
So boring, even a ghost falls asleep. You don't have a corporeal form to get tired. Don't worry, everyone. I'll teach you everything you need to know about the medieval assembly of European wizards. Okay, I guess a kip is an involuntary nap. That's how I'm going to choose to interpret it.
Differ.
Oh.
History of magic is one of the most important and most exciting subjects in the wizarding curriculum. Today's lesson is an exhaustive account of an influential organization known as the Medieval Assembly of
European wizards!
European Wizards. Pay close attention, as you will be required to write an essay measuring 2 feet and 5 inches on this subject.
Scrolls! Scroll essays!
Let's begin.
Okay. 8 hours! Well, let's get cracking. Medieval Assembly of European Wizard Lecture. That's quite a mouthful.
Greetings, class. Today we'll be discussing the Medieval Assembly of European Wizards. Open your textbooks. Another riveting lesson awaits.
And everybody's asleep. That didn't take very long. Curious if we'll be getting any new mechanics, although it seems questions makes the most sense for history.
The Medieval Assembly of European Wizards gives out which award?
So we know Gilderoy Lockhart received the Bravery Against Fantastic Beasts Award. We definitely, all of us knew that. That's common knowledge that we all know. Ignore the cut that happened where I looked up the answer. I shouldn't have told him that I looked it up. I don't know some of these things. I'm not sure how obvious these were. Professor Ben's lecture is dull, but I'd hate for you to miss out on the chance to learn, so I'll take over. Thanks, Rowan. That's great. Well, let's see if you've been paying attention. Me? That's the whole class. Give me a chance to not answer. The Medieval Assembly of European Wizards is related to which convention? The International Warlocks? Obviously not Muggle Awareness, not House Elves. No. Wizards and Warlocks. They're different, but similar.
Well, we got free time. I'm gonna work on a potion. Wanna chat?
Yes. I had some classes like this, where you would just kind of sit in the back, kind of ignore what was going on. I had a biology class where we would sit in the back of the class and play chess. Yeah, one of those. The professor did not care for it. But didn't stop us very much.
Can you pass them to Tonks? She promised to test my potion.
That's how I pass a note? Is there an earthquake going on? Oh, okay. Alright, fine. It's an airplane going over people's heads. Very well. I think Binns would notice that. I know he's asleep and dead, but somehow I think he would still notice that. Candy tasting?
Look at all the sweets I got on Honeydukes. Dig in, there's plenty to go around.
Oh yeah, we are rapidly paying zero attention to this lesson.
Well, I dare you to try to get Ben's attention with this screaming yo-yo.
Why? I mean, yes, of course. Binns just falls asleep. Okay, That's why. He's just gonna talk. He's just on autopilot, barely aware of the living at all. Don't forget to write your essay on the medieval assembly of European wizards. Put it on a big old scroll. I need to quickly finish my essay before Binns comes to collect it. Quickly write! Quickly write! Okay. They found a way to put this mechanic in this game. Uh-oh. Oh no! I made it with 5 seconds left to go. That one's so stressful. Ah! I did not enjoy that mechanic. It is very, very touchy in weird ways. All right. Medieval Assembly of European Wizards complete. That took a lot of time. History of Magic's the worst class. Oh, I love it. Did you finish your essay, Will? Yeah, somehow. Between the droning and the snickering, it's impossible to concentrate.
We could spend decades discussing the medieval assembly of European wizards, but that is all for today. Class dismissed.
Sleepy ghost. All right. Well, that is that class. Let's go meet Jay in the library. Finally. Back in the good old library. So this is what the inside of the library looks like.
I'm proud of you, WillBits. You can't have the full Hogwarts experience without getting detention.
I mean, I think you can. But alright, whatever you say, Tulip.
Why have so many of our potions textbooks suddenly gone missing?
Uh-oh, where's Penny? Where's Penny? She never showed up.
Ron and I have decided to use our combined brain power to work out exactly what sort of magic is trapping Beatrice.
Or providing moral support, because it's really the best thing that I am at doing. I'm just here to look pretty. Admire my square jaw. This is my friend Jay. He wants to help too. Is there a way I can help without studying? It's not that I don't like studying. Actually, I take it back. I hate studying. Do you know what I mean? Nope.
Absolutely not.
I hate people who are mean to unicorns. They're very rare. They don't come out in public very often. If you say crosswords to them, they're just gonna hide back in the forest. Then I don't get to see them. Sorry, Jay, but we have to start studying. Beatrice needs our help, and you're gonna stay here too. So, buckle down, buckle up, buckle in, up, down. Buckle up, down times. I'm saying correct words. Shut up. Read your book. All right. What do you think, Jay? Hopefully, we've correctly introduced you to the concept of reading. How have you not flunked? Can you flunk out of Hogwarts? I assume you must be able to. Oh, this is interesting. What if the place where Beatrice is trapped was created by some sort of advanced extension charm? Those charms do increase the interior dimensions of objects while leaving the exterior unchanged.
They usually only use school trunks and other wizarding luggage.
They're restricted by the Ministry because of the potential for infractions of the International Statute of Secrecy. Why do you know that? I thought you didn't like to know things. Huh? Well, you have to know the rules to get around them. I'll see what else Flitwick can tell me about extension charms. This could be our best chance to save Beatrice. So, basically turning things into the Doctor's TARDIS.
Charms class about to begin. Report to the Charms classroom.
Yeah, let's head over there. Let's get that going. Basically, they're speculating that maybe that painting was turned into like Newt Scamander's little travel case that's actually like a giant menagerie of animals. But it's a prison for Beatrice and probably other students eventually. What's up? Is it true that you and Marula are working together? Sort of. You think the dragon portrait we found is a clue to saving Beatrice? I hope you don't think I had anything to do with that dark wizard who attacked us, even though we have the same clothes. I don't remember. I know, Ben, I know. We'll get back to your plot eventually. I'll care about that at some point. Excuse me, Professor Flitwick. I was hoping I could ask you about extension charms.
Extension charms are already part of the curriculum, Mr. Bits.
I know, but I was thinking that some sort of extension charm may have been used to trap Beatrice Haywood.
I had a similar thought. I suppose I can delve deeper if there's any chance that it could help Miss Haywood.
Alright, okay. We will spend a little bit of time studying extension charms. Alright. Not even going to talk to us about it. The extension charm. This seems like a pretty cool one to have. If you can, like, Doctor Who eyes up lots of things. Oh, we don't even get the in-between bits. This probably won't count as a normal class, then. Sometimes it's deceptive when something looks like it's just a regular class, but, like, for it to count, it almost has to be the ones where you get, like, the little activity every time you get a star. Study times. Okay, did that count? No, I don't think I got any things for that. All right, that's fine. Thank you, Professor. I understand much more about extension charms. I just wish I knew if that's what was used to trap Beatrice.
I have a feeling that this is something ancient, something sinister.
How can I help her?
You should let your teachers and the ministry find a solution.
Oh, that's very passive.
Of course, the past 4 years have shown me that you're incapable of standing idly by. Try speaking to nearly headless Nick. If this curse is as old as I believe, he may know something of its origin.
Alright, okay. Nearly headless Nick.
I'm currently engaged in a heated argument with the bloody Baron, but I'll be with you as soon as possible, Will?
Can I go see a heated argument with the Bloody Baron? Because that sounds, really cool. Let's head over to Impedimenta and get that kind of knocked out of the way. Impedimenta. 3 hours of learning the Impedimenta Jinx.
Welcome back to Defense Against Dark Arts. Today we'll be learning the impediment Jinx Impedimenta. Its wide variety of uses makes it particularly handy in dueling.
Oh, good. Good to get dueling spells.
I'll be making this lecture quick, so try to keep up.
Okay, gonna learn how to stop people with impediments. I assume that's what it means. That's what I'm gonna choose to believe that it means.
WillBits, care to answer this question about impedimenta? What does the impediment Jinx do?
I'm gonna say it slows them down. Like a bumpy road. Or a, app that's having problems processing a simple idle animation. Ha!
WillBits, come up here and demonstrate the proper way to defend against impedimenta.
Oh, by just slowly sliding my wand from right to left. Ismelda, why do you have jelly legs? Is that how I slowed you down? Because I gave you jelly legs? Or were you just dancing and this was unrelated to whatever I was doing up here? I'm just checking. I'm just making sure we're on the same page. Alright, full crests, 5 stars. Plus 5 energy. Not 5 energy cap. That's just energy that I get. Alright, okay. And I should really be doing the Halloween stuff. I may be booching that, but we're gonna finish out the chapter. Because it's just right here. I will collect these books. I'm not as far behind as I thought I would, but there's only like a day and a half left, so might be pushing it. All right, Nick, whatever. Not even gonna worry about that. Those things are cosmetic and don't matter. We want to finish the story because the story is what matters. Oh, hello, Kitty. Oh, it's just Mrs. Norris. I mean, hi, Mrs. Norris. Kitty, I'm less delighted by. I will forever be a proud Slytherin. Really, Merlin? I would have thought like a Ravenclaw, but okay, whatever. Whatever. It is I, Sir Cardigan, conqueror of Raven of Y. Is that somebody's name? Thanks for meeting me, Nick. Hey, nothing of it, Will. I've simply been visiting this poor young Hufflepuff. She reminds me of myself, you know, trapped in a place that is neither here nor there. Has anything like this ever happened before? Years ago, there was rumor of someone trapped in a painting in the lower chamber's portrait corridor. And I had to investigate. The victim was already free, if there was ever any truth to the rumor to begin with. How many years ago? 5, 10 perhaps? It's easy to lose track of a decade when you've been around for 5 centuries. Allow me to discuss the matter with these portraits. We have quite a bit of history. Quite a bit. Okay, 8 hours! Okay, I lied before. With exactly 2 minutes on the clock, I have finished... Well, I finished it earlier, but I just wanted to show this off before it completely went away. And check out the costume. I've picked up the 10 of the... I guess I now have a total of 14 notebooks. That is not a lot. I don't know how hard it's going to be to actually get these creatures across the month of October at the rate that we're going. But I did want to put on the outfit and just kind of show it off. Before we finish out the chapter... I actually really like this. The orange and green is very, like, Halloween only, everybody. But, I kind of like it. It's a nice wizarding option. It feels wizardy. It's not too tacky. I'm curious to see what all Halloween outfits we get or what kind of costumes that we get. But alright, for realsies this time. Grand staircase. Oh, be trapped in those portraits. Don't worry, we'll save you. By the end of the year. She's drawn to the portrait by a sound crackling in the flapping of wings. This is an interesting detail, Nick. So Beatrice approached the portraits because she heard strange sounds. Like crackling and the flapping of wings. The people in the portraits warned her not to touch this one, but she did, and was immediately pulled inside. If anything, it was like reverse psychology. No, don't look in here, not this one! Giant cannon. And Merlin thinks this is just a trap leading to something much worse. Not to mention this revelation that a faceless interloper has been tampering with the portraits for some time! It sounds just like the dark wizard who attacked me and threatened to kill one of my friends. Who's the best person to talk to about how these portraits are created? Headmaster Dumbledore. He's wise beyond his years, and his gift for magic is unmatched. But he's away from Hogwarts, and also helping decorate for Halloween right now. Perhaps Professor Binns. His knowledge of magical history and its innumerable intricacies is all-encompassing. But if he isn't teaching, he's most likely having a kip. It's true that he sleeps more than any ghost I know. Snores more, too. We don't need to sleep at all, really. The ghosts. You might try our resident portrait painter. She's just experimenting with the craft, but is quite wise for her age. She's a student? Do you not know of Badia Ali? She can usually be found in the Clock Tower courtyard during the afternoon.
You make the hardest task.
All right. We got Jae as a friend, and Chapter 3 is complete. So, cool. See you guys next time. Hopefully we get some more cool Halloween things coming up right as the next chapter comes out. See you then.